Entering the Mayo experience.
Mayo experience. Mayo experience. Mayo experience. Experience.
Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience, presented by Underdog. It has been a while. Well, it's been like a month or so since we've done a new episode of Cust Corner.
Cust Corner, it's Cust Corner. Cust Corner, it's Cust Corner. He's got the hottest takes with the highest stakes. He should be president of the United States, but it's Cust Corner, it's Cust Corner. Cust Corner, hee 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 hee.
Not what people are calling it.
I heard it is what people are calling it.
It's not.
What? So if we changed the name now, it would have terrible SEO value.
That's okay.
You've wanted to be doing this for a while now.
Yeah, there's a few things that have been bothering me.
So, Jeff, we did the show last night, and with the Custies are coming either next week or the week after. So, hold your horses on that. They are coming, then it's a kickoff to NFL. However, Jeff, Tim said that if you are on a cruise and you dock at a port, but do not leave the boat, that means you have technically visited that place, which I absolutely do not agree with. We ran a poll with the people, and they also do not agree. It was a Cust win. I think it was 8% of people said that's the case. But they did equate it to if you have a layover in an airport. Have you been to that place? Most people would say no. Tim says yes. Jeff, do you subscribe to the theory that if you fly over somewhere in an airplane, that it counts as being in a place?
I do not. I disagree with Tim. I believe Tim would take credit for being somewhere that he was on a speed train as it went by. Like, you've got boots on the ground. Boots on the ground.
That's a good rule of thumb, I think, really.
Well, I don't even know what that means. Like, I'm walking around that airport, so therefore boots are
No,
on
the
the ground.
airport's like international. It's not. I'm sorry.
It is.
No, it isn't.
The way that we pointed it out, because we had to stop in Paris on our way to Morocco on my honeymoon. But I talked to my wife about this last night when I brought up this point that you were saying. I was like, did you think that we had been to Paris because we stopped in the airport? She's like, God, no. I would never tell anyone I'd been to Paris.
Just because you went to a Hudson's News in the airport didn't mean you've been there.
Sure it does.
And most of these airports aren't even in actual, like, that city.
It's close enough.
Oh, so close enough counts now.
Yeah, you're
You don't
right.
even actually. So I think someone pointed out that the best way to describe it would be like if you were about to have sex, but you just came in your pants. You said, does that count as having sex? According to you, the answer is yes.
My point stands that if you are at a port or you're at an airport, you're there.
Well, this ballooned into something else. So you hit us up with, 80 text messages this morning about Cust Custom Cruise. So please, the floor is yours. Tell us about this cruise line you're launching.
I'm not launching anything. I like the idea of having a cruise where people go and you basically don't get off the ship at all. Maximum one time you can get off the ship. But other than that, you stay on the ship. And you get to enjoy, for example, they get rid of all the sit-down restaurants because those are awful. It's just buffets and pools and entertainment on the ship. And you get to, when you're at each port of call, they bring on the foods from that area for you to try. And so you can sample and taste all the foods that they have at one of the buffets. But the other buffet is a fast food buffet. And every day, a different fast food restaurant gets to run one of the buffets. There's a KFC day, there's a Dairy Queen day, there's a Burger King day. So, I mean, if you want the classic regular buffet, that's available for you. But if you want the fast food buffet, you can have that. And then they can like advertise throughout the whole ship that day. So like they can do PA announcements the way like McDonald's at Walmart used to do. They can have like posters around. People would be fired up for this.
How much does your cruise cost for how many days?
Like it's all inclusive for like 7 days, like $2,000 seems like a reasonable amount.
Sounds like hell.
It sounds amazing, and you can only
For
get off
what?
once. But you are not even encouraged. to go off once.
$2,000 for a week, all inclusive. Do you know what you're Like you're sleeping probably in a jail.
No,
like
in a regular stateroom. In a regular stateroom.
Does this cruise line make money?
Sure, because people would love to go on this, and every time you're in a port of call, you get their local TV channels. Which is something I always want to see. Anytime I go somewhere, the first thing I do is when I go to the hotel, I want to flick the TV on to see what their local channels are like.
all you've pretty much described is like some fast food lover's single cruise, and that like
No.
sure.
That's one thing that would happen on there. Would be one of the buffets, but there were the other buffets.
I have to ask, why would McDonald's and Burger King and KFC advertise on your cruise when they're international brands that they're going to spend money to advertise to 500 people
They
for no
already
reason?
advertise all over the place. Why do they put up McDonald's billboards in small towns on the highway?
Why
to
would they
advertise?
trust you to maintain their quality of control?
It's not up to me. I just want to attend.
But it's your cruise.
It's my idea, but I'm not implementing anything.
I was on a cruise once that had like a Johnny Rockets on it.
No, but like every day is a different restaurant that takes over one of the buffets. And it's only buffets. No restaurants, no sitting down, no getting dressed for dinner, none of that stuff. That's the worst. Just buffets.
But all the good food is at the sit-down restaurants.
No.
All the shitty food is at the buffets.
I want tenders. I want chicken wings. I don't want that stuff. And there's a contest every day on the cruise. And the contest is whoever beats the buffet best that day gets their fee waived for the whole cruise. So,
I'm sure that's a lovely group of people who are going to win that.
I told you it's the trailer trash open on the high seas.
no, it's not. All you got to do is beat the buffet that day, and you get your cruise paid for.
I don't know if the rooms are going to be big enough for the size of people going on this cruise.
No.
This is so bad.
Yeah, I would not pay $2,000 for this either.
It'd
This
be
sounds
such a
horrible.
fun
And
vacation.
Cust was talking about limiting the drinks you can have.
Yeah, I would prefer it to be a dry cruise if possible.
Is there a casino?
No.
There's no casino. You can't drink. What?
There's
kind of cruise-
entertainment. Like they do music and they like in the theaters, they have like entertainment. Like what if we did a Mayo Media Network cruise? And like people came on and like we did live shows constantly in the entertainment section. And then people came in and ate dinner and like what?
You won't even leave.
I would for
Hold
that.
on.
This idea is so bad.
And like people could
So
come,
bad.
they'd be able to interact with us all the time, and we'd do constant shows on the
And none of
entertainment
it.
stage.
So I have to go meet 1,000 people I don't know, and I'm not allowed to drink.
Well, we don't need it. You within some reason, you can have a glass of wine at
Oh,
dinner.
I'm
with
To
us.
work, Pat.
I'm
The 3 o'clock show begins.
I'm sorry,
Get
Cust.
off your ass.
Cust Communist Cruise comes with beet rations for my drinks.
No, just the whole point is people don't want to be around a bunch of other people who are all boozed up.
What do you think? Okay, Jeff, what are cruises? Unless you go on a children-only cruise, what do people go on cruises to do?
But I honestly think the children's only cruise, like the kids, like there's like camp. I won't say camp, but there's like parents are getting wasted. I guess long and short on children's only cruises. I guarantee it. That being said, yeah, cruises is where you buy the drink pass and then you spend the extra money for the for all the fancy and all the alcohol.
Well, no, everything is included in this cruise, but it's,
Except they limit what you can get, so it's not really
well,
all
we don't
inclusive,
need
is it?
people drinking a bunch. It's more or less a dry cruise, so that people can enjoy the experience of the
Okay,
cruise.
well, what's more or less a dry cruise? Is there booze or is there not?
It is limited in its quantity at certain circumstances.
See, you don't get off the boat, but the boat's like theme that day is the port. So you just experience
Exactly.
the port on the boat. Like
Exactly.
you go to Port St. Lucia and it's just like sketchy people selling you fake jewelry walking on the boat. They
No.
give you the full experience.
If there's one thing I know about port cities, very dry cities.
No, but like they could do the entertainment for the evening, so you could experience their entertainment show. And one of the buffets would be foods themed from that area of the world. I think that would be a very good way to experience the culture, be there physically, but not have
but
to.
because you're so afraid of
think
other
there's a
people,
market
you
for
don't have to
people
go see
that-
them.
my number one
This sounds
concern-
like a fucking agoraphobic cruise
My
line.
number one worry is being on a cruise ship, going on an excursion, and not getting back in time, and the boat leaves without you, and they will not wait for you, and then you're stranded. And so that anxiety is gone.
There is no way you'd go on an excursion.
That happened to me and my buddy once. It was a family cruise with family friends, and we got off at Jamaica, and obviously we made the most of that. And we went to Bob Marley's like home, right? This was like we were like 17 years old, so this was like where we wanted to go. And it's this bus ride, just like an hour and a half through all these like windy, narrow roads up hills. And you get there and you I swear to God, it was like Neverland. Like children just start singing Bob Marley popping out of the trees and stuff. And I met his mom. And yeah, I got some great pictures, I think, still on my phone. I could show you guys, but and we were nervous we were gonna miss the boat, but there'd be worse places to get stuck.
No, I wouldn't want that. And plus the anxiety and the
And we
judgment.
snuck drugs onto the boat, and we were really nervous doing that.
Certainly would
Why?
not be
Who's going
allowed.
to catch you doing drugs on the boat? Cust? Hall monitor Cust on his dry cruise?
No, you don't want, and you don't want the judgment that it comes on regular cruises. But oh, you didn't get off at the port of call. You stayed behind to swim in the pool. Like this gets rid of all that judgment, all that stress, all that
Who is
anxiety.
putting this judgment onto you? No one gives a fuck what you're doing.
No,
did-
I honestly think the dude never getting off the people would be like, that's weird. Like the staff would be like, this guy didn't get off the boat again. He'd be judged. I
Thank
guarantee
you.
it.
I know that you would.
As he
It would be
probably should
so-
because he's on a fucking cruise.
See, so then you concede it's all judgment, and so this cruise would have buffets, entertainment, other buffets.
Get off at all the stops on a cruise once. Like there's plenty of people who don't get off.
Sure, but it's not like they're on the boat the entire time. They get off somewhere, I would guess.
Yeah, of course.
As someone pointed out, your cruise isn't really a cruise. You might as well just rent out a Super 8 motel and Uber Eats people stuff.
No, I like the idea of like sailing close to the shore and seeing the places with my
You're
own
not
eyes.
seeing anything. Let's say you came into the where we have cruise ships that come
Yeah,
into
you
our
can see
harbor.
quite a bit from the
You
boat.
can't see shit from there.
You can see quite a bit from the boat.
Can't see anything. You can see like 4 buildings downtown.
And you'd see it as you came in, and you'd see it as you went out.
You
and
mean the
that's
big
fi-
park?
And that's fine. That's enough.
What do you
I
care
can't
about going
believe-
to these places? Sounds like you don't want to go to the places.
I think, and maybe this is a radical idea, but the purpose of enjoying a cruise ship is to enjoy the cruise ship.
Oh my God.
Then why would
yes.
why would you go to a cruise ship at that point? Why wouldn't you just go to an all-inclusive resort
No, because it'd be,
where you're not on a fucking boat the entire
it'd be
time?
cool to do it on a boat.
Like, don't get me wrong. It is, I'm sure, nice. There's these this insane new Royal Caribbean boat that looks like the craziest thing I've ever seen.
He is not talking about luxury cruise lines here. He is talking about the lowest of the fucking low.
I don't know if
No,
that's
I
true.
understand. It is 2,000 all food and drink, everything in for the week, what you would be getting. But even with the nicest like accommodations, people still want to get off the boat.
Yeah, the purpose of going on it is to go see the places. If you're going to spend that much money, why wouldn't you just go to like the Ritz-Carlton, Jamaica or something?
No.
like that?
Why don't you go to Great Wolf Lodge?
Yeah.
You just want to hang out in a pool.
No, I want the floating aspect of it, and you get to go to the different ports, and they bring different stuff on, and like you can buy like little fridge magnets from all the places that you went to. That'd be cool. You can't do that at a lodge.
It's like every city you go to, there's like
Why
a
is
team
that funny?
store.
Why are you laughing at me?
It's like a
Basically,
team store.
You're like a 95-year-old woman.
No, I'm not. I like those little spoons too. Like those collectible spoons. I think those are really cool.
My grandma, who is 89, does exactly the same thing.
Well,
she has spoons from everywhere she's been.
That's kind of cool.
I wouldn't say cool is where we're going with this. There's a reason that when you're not 80, you don't do this stuff. Except for you, apparently. Fridge magnets.
Yeah, I like to accumulate those sorts of things that people know where I've been.
You're a hoarder, aren't you?
I'm not a hoarder.
When was the last time you threw stuff out?
I've thrown stuff out.
Ever?
Yeah, it happens.
You have old newspapers at your house?
Not many. Oh, I have a couple from like
How old is the oldest newspaper that you have?
like 30 years old.
What is it have like significance to you, or
Yes.
is it just from 30 years
No,
ago?
these all have significance.
It's not just like a random Tuesday 30 years
No,
ago. I
no,
need
no,
to know
no.
what the weather was 30 years ago.
No, nothing like that.
You have
Would
it?
you consider virtual reality like being
No.
somewhere?
That scares me. I would not want to do
Just
that.
because it scares you. I mean, is it really? You probably have a more interactive experience of the place you're going with
Yeah.
VR than standing a mile away from the place you're supposed to be going.
Not a mile away.
Agreed.
You're at the dock. You can see what's going on. You
Why,
can, like-
why would you be at the dock if no one's getting off the boat?
Well, I told you, everyone can get off one time. So you can just stand on the deck.
It seems
When you get off a boat, do you have to like scan your passport, or that's I guess
I don't
probably
know.
not.
I've never been on one. I don't know how that works.
So then you haven't.
What was that? Say that again.
If you're like a red visitor, you haven't been.
Yeah, yeah. You wouldn't even get a stamp.
they
to
don't
know.
even do the stamps these days in some places, right?
Yeah, a lot of places they don't anymore. Takes a lot of time to stamp.
I think it would be a lot of this idea of a cruise would be my pace.
No pace.
No, it's up. It's a slower pace. It's a relaxing pace.
And if you have to, if you can only get off the boat once, you might as well say people can't get off the boat because you're going to pay an awful lot of money paying the docking fees in these places. Whereas if you just don't make that an option, you save a whole lot of money. So the economics behind it make more sense if you are a mile or two off sea. Like, hey, there's Jamaica over there.
No, but
Hey,
then I
Tim.
want what?
I just looked something up. It seems like through Norwegian cruises, they do I think there's like a Jets cruise with like Jets legends and other Jets fans, and
That would be sad.
Maybe
You
you'd
meet
like that.
Fireman Ted.
That would not be fun. I would not enjoy. I mean, people and organizations do themed cruises. The MMN cruise described as I had would be well attended.
You wouldn't go on it,
I'd go
would you?
if it was to my satisfaction.
So it has to be the Tim Andercust cruise.
Not necessarily, but like I'd be stressed about it. But if we were doing it and we were all going and like there were going to be like constant live shows, I'd go.
I mean, do we have enough material for constant live
Sure.
shows?
It would be like the Super Bowl,
It's like the Super Bowl.
like when you just were on the air constantly.
Yeah, because they had NFL players coming through for me to talk to about Old Spice.
Yeah.
It wasn't really compelling content. There's a reason no one watched it.
Leon Washington, you liked him.
I did like Leon Washington.
Yeah.
Was he a queen on a chessboard?
No, I don't really want to talk about the Jets.
Can we get Ty Montgomery on there?
No, like leave me be.
There's a wrestling one, Jeff. There's like a Jericho cruise.
Oh, guaranteed. Yeah, there's like everything as a cruise. Like yeah, that's a thing. That's like a market for that if you're a bit like there's a Kiss cruise and well, those bands and stuff do that.
Kiss is a whole subgenre of fandom I just do not understand.
Yeah, it'd be like a Grateful Dead cruise. There's just
but the opposite type of people, I feel like.
you think?
Than the Grateful Dead? Kiss and Grateful Dead? Yeah.
I mean, they're both
Yeah.
like hard rock bands.
The
But
great-
Kiss
the
is
great-
more Kiss is more
The
glam.
Grateful
I
Dead
suppose.
has
Grateful
the same
Dead
fucking
isn't
fans as
hard.
Fish.
Yeah.
That's over there. And Mo. Put them over there as well. I don't understand who like the market is for Kiss. You remember who loved Kiss? Scott Engel loved Kiss.
Really? I like Kiss.
They're fine.
I have their best song collected album somewhere. I like their music.
Do you have it on cassette?
No, I think it's on compact disc.
Can you play a compact disc anymore?
In many cars, not mine. Actually, mine does still have a compact disc.
Really?
player, yeah.
Your Corolla.
Wow.
How old is your Corolla?
It's not a Corolla. It's a Camry. I've been through this.
Wait, what year is that? That still has a CD player.
2012, something like that.
Wow. Does it have automatic windows?
Stop it.
I'm asking
Yes.
you, does it?
It does,
It
and it has
does?
a backup cam. We've been through this. It's amazing.
Does it have? See, you'd be shocked. This is why you
I'm
need
shocked the 2012 Corolla has those features.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm getting
Stop
at.
calling it that.
You would be blown away. Like even upgrading because we just got a new Atlas. So
I was in the Atlas.
what's that?
I was in your Atlas.
I understand that you were in it. You've never driven it. You're
No,
too afraid to
I'm
drive it.
Very afraid.
We asked you to drive it. I'm stumbling drunk, and I was like, "Can you please drive my car?" Cust was like, "No, can't do it." I was like, "All right, get in the passenger seat. Then we're going." That's not true, by the way.
So like not liking our content ever is like on the low end of things that he just won't do for
This is correct. Or signing up and helping us out. Use code Mayo at Underdog, by the way. Or if you're in Canada, outside of Ontario, Coolbet is where you want to be. Hit the description to get. You can win a trip to Cabot, to the Cliffs, the site of Tim's hat. You can go to the place where Tim bought that hat. And all you gotta do is opt in and join Coolbet.
Great golf.
That's all you got to do. It is great golf up there. If you enjoyed the Open Championship, you have one course that's like the Renaissance Club and one course that's more of a traditional links course.
Absolutely.
It's very windy.
Extremely windy.
Very windy. But as you were pointing out with those courses, that why would you have a course that if it had no wind, there's no defense? I played the Cliffs in no wind and absolutely tore it up. Because when there's no wind there, it's an easy course.
I mean, I don't know where exactly Portrush is vis-a-vis its frequency of wind, but like
It's on the North Sea.
where Cabot is and up to where Chetty Camp, like they have some of the strongest winds in Canada all the time.
it's-
I don't know.
It's on the tip.
What the velocity of the North Sea is,
when you
though.
look over those dunes, there's the North Sea.
Yeah, but like, do the winds come down south? Do they come from the east? Like, I don't
They come
know
from
how.
off the water.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but not yes and no.
So sometimes that
Okay.
you don't get wind. It happens from time to time. So this is the Cust Cruise.
Yes, that'd be a lot of fun.
Get your beet rations. He also said that he's very interested in having a non-alcoholic mimosa, which I believe is a glass of orange juice.
There would be options for mocktails, yes.
Yeah, options for
Sometimes
mocktails, yes, but it sounds like you're pushing it. It's like when you said that you wanted to have an alcohol-free screwdriver, which
Yeah.
again is just orange juice.
Yeah, but you would have like imitation flavored vodka in there that isn't actually vodka that would give it that extra taste that mimicked it but wasn't actually the alcohol.
Just drink the orange juice. What are you even doing at this
So-
point?
Every a lot of times Tim's ideas are just bad, or I don't want to say dumb, but they're just bad because of like they're just not feasible. Like for example, the indoor 18-hole facility isn't like dumb. It's just its feasibility, infeasibility is what makes it dumb. This idea is very doable, attainable. It just sucks and is so dumb.
It would be a lot of fun. And like the themed days and the fast food, different place hosting the buffet every day would be so amazing.
But
like
Imagine
going out on the
cruise. Imagine going on a cruise because of Junior Bacon cheeseburgers or Burger King
I
nuggets.
would love
you
to
just
stand
go
on
there.
the deck, at the port and like eat a Whopper. That would be amazing.
But Cust also said that you can get like Wagyu and stuff like this.
At the regular buffet.
So this is all gonna. So when I went out with you and got Wagyu, and we had some wine, we had some Wagyu, whatever it was. You know what my bill came to?
Yeah, but this would be different because it's from a carving station. You only get a little bit.
So I don't care. So it's not all you can eat.
You can keep coming back up each time.
It's okay. I want 20 ounces of Wagyu. I've now basically paid my $2,000.
If that's what you want to do, I suppose. But then you're making it so that the cruise can't exist for other people.
Oh, so
People
now
wouldn't do that.
So now it's up to me to monitor.
Be a responsible cruise
Well,
goer.
I'm hungry.
Well, there's many other
You
options
seem
here.
like a person who would not like to be told you've had enough to eat, sir.
Well, I'm not saying you can't continue to eat. I'm just saying you don't eat so much of this thing.
That doesn't sound like all you can eat.
It
Aren't
is
you giving awards for the person who eats the most
Yeah.
and gets wheelbarrowed out?
not who eats the most, who beats the house the best.
How do you judge that?
Well, based on you'd have to scan in, I guess. Like
Oh, I'm sorry. So now there's tracking devices on this?
if you have a bracelet or whatever, and every time you take something off the buffet tray, you just like scan your
that
bracelet.
sounds needlessly complicated.
And then the machine just automatically tells you what you've got on your plate.
I mean, the type of people who love freedom, who are your exact target market for this cruise, would not like that.
I think they'd enjoy that because they'd be curious to know exactly how much they're actually beating the buffet by.
Curiosity is definitely a tenet of those people.
I think it'd be fun. I would love to go on a fast food cruise. Oh my god, that would be fun.
The fast food cruise. Would you get to meet luminaries like Ronald McDonald?
Yeah,
and
imagine
Grimace?
if like Mayor McCheese was there, like chat with him and Big Mac.
You realize that basically what you've set up is a cruise for children.
No, it's not for. I mean, kids.
Children would enjoy this more than anyone. It's only fast food, and if it's not fast food, it's like deep fried food. There's no alcohol. There's only juice, and there's Ronald McDonald running around being creepy.
Imagine
You
if you
get
could
a
have
picture. You get a picture with Grimace.
Imagine if you could have a character dinner with the Sneak King.
I would love a McDonald's character dinner.
That would be
but
fun,
The one
actually.
at Disney. The one at Disney was expensive enough.
That would kind of be fun, wouldn't it? Like a McDonald's character dinner.
How much was the Disney character dinner, Jeff?
It was a few years ago now. Not as much as that guy who had that viral bill though. That like was like $1,000 for breakfast. It wasn't that much, but we had to book it so far in advance. It was a whole thing. It was at least like $600 though, for sure.
So that's more than you thought it was going to take, wasn't
A
it?
lot more.
What were you going to guess?
Like $200.
You got to pay for the food too,
I guess that's.
and you
right.
got to pay for the time of Cinderfella.
Like
How
yeah.
much do you think Grimace goes per hour? What are his hourly rates?
feel like
Is
not
Grimace
much.
a guy or a girl?
I don't know that Grimace is gendered at all. He's just Grimace. or
He's
they're
non-binary.
just Grimace, but
Non-binary
Also,
Grimace.
doesn't talk, so I don't know what a great dinner guest he'd be.
He sounds like your perfect dinner guest. See, all of this stemmed from you didn't want to get off the boat in the first place.
No, I don't like
And then
getting
you
off
came
the
up
boat.
with these ideas, and the reason that you didn't want to get off the boat is because everything would just be empty on the cruise. That you could have the pools to yourself, the buffets to yourself, and now you created a scenario where people can't escape, so you're just around people all the time.
Well, the solution was to have more pools and more buffets.
There's only so much space.
But you can retrofit, like, gym, goodbye, putting a buffet in there.
No, there's definitely no gym on this cruise.
You know-
we know that.
Basically, I want one theater for the entertainment, staterooms, and then buffets galore and pools galore.
Pools are pretty big. Like, how many restaurants are you taking out here?
As many as I need to.
I know, but you have to convert some of them to buffets. You can't have everyone at one buffet.
There'll be 4 or 5 buffets on the,
You're
on
gonna
the
need more
cruise.
than that, pal.
No, I don't think so.
If it's buffet only,
Yeah, 4 or 5 would do.
it's still crazy that you don't want the actual good food on the cruise.
I'm not going on vacation to eat fancy food. I'm going on vacation to eat chicken tenders. I'm going on vacation to eat what I like. I don't want to go on vacation and eat this bone-in double smoked pork chop. Like, that's nice. I go to dinner in my hometown to have something like that. If I'm going on vacation...
hold on. You do not go to dinner in your hometown to eat that.
If
you
I'm
go to McDonald's.
If I'm going on vacation, I'm going to get the things that I want to get.
So, Jeff, when you go on vacation with your wife or your friends, do you find that you eat a little bit fancier than you normally do? Because I find that I do. I try new things. I try.
of course.
Yeah, that's what you
Jeff
do.
doesn't try new things. We've established
No,
that.
Jeff. Listen, you guys had a taste off in Montreal.
And I ate everything, and Jeff ate like 3 things.
He
Yeah, but
tried
I
it all
go
up.
to different.
No,
I
he
go to
didn't.
Plenty of
I didn't know
nice.
that.
I
Several
go
of
to
the dishes
plenty
he
of
just
nice-
put in front of me.
I
Several of them.
Go to plenty of nice places, eat off the menu, but of course you go. When you go away, you're not like going to the places you have at home.
Yeah, but you're not getting fancy things either.
I mean, Jeff can eat pretty fancy.
Jeff and I are the
Jeff's just
same
not
way. Like, we want to go to the grocery store in the States as soon as we get there.
See,
We have the same idea of the things we're looking for.
Well, no, I mean, listen, I travel with kids, and we need to get some.
You would do it by
because-
yourself. I don't know why you have to say this.
No, if I'm traveling by myself, I want to like go to all the American places that I want to eat that I don't have at home.
I think that's a perfectly justifiable thing to do. But
but what if you
that
were
isn't the French Laundry in San Francisco. That's
What if you were there
In-N-Out
by?
burger.
What if you weren't there by yourself? You were with your wife. Are you taking her to fucking
No,
In and Out?
we would go to nice restaurants. She would find a few places. Obviously, she'd be like, "Oh, like I'd love to go to that place, but there's like, I don't know there's like, would you eat that?" And then she'll find a place that she really likes, where there's more than a few things on the menu that'll make me happy, and that's it. Like, what do you like? Yeah, it's fine.
First night in Montreal when we went out to that fancy place near the Airbnb.
That was not
relatively fancy.
That was
Both-
that was not a fancy
both
place.
Jeff
It
and
was like
I.
a Chinese
Steakhouse.
Both
Yeah,
Jeff
that-
and I wanted some Domino's. And we made it clear that we'd have been happy to
Oh,
just go
listen,
get some
don't get-
Domino's.
listen.
And we got outvoted, and we didn't get to have Domino's. But that's what we both.
Hear me out.
We both said that's what we wanted.
A long day of travel, a long car ride.
Yeah.
You know, group dinner. You know, you get like, I don't even remember who I was beside, but when you get in those situations, you're like not communicating with the group really. You're sort of communicating with the person beside or across. I'd have been happy if someone had like 5 wheels just showed up at the place. But
Agreed.
I'm a group guy. I'm a team player. The group wanted to go out. It's actually weird. There's like a Chinese steakhouse around me that I adore. So that sort of like fusion is it's actually like a bit of a Jewish fusion. And that place we went to was Jewish. So there. I enjoyed it.
We were the only people in the
It was like
restaurant.
9:45 at night.
It was late. They were
Well,
closing down.
we
but
got
hey,
in late. Hey, we made it worth their while. Kenny made sure we made it worth
He
their
did,
while.
and it was
because
very-
Kenny paid the bill, and then I had to give him money afterwards.
The point is, both Jeff and I would have been just as happty on vacation having some
we weren't
Domino's.
on vacation for one thing.
Well, I was away from home.
We were there
a
working.
little different, but don't get me wrong. There's like a bougie pizza place near me that it's almost like $40 for a freaking pizza, and I eat it because my wife likes it. But don't get me wrong. I look at that box, Tim, and I'm like, do you know how many walk-in specials that is at Domino's?
So many.
Like it's like 4 pizzas.
Do you want 4 pizzas?
No, but I'm saying I could get for
that
the
many
price of that, I'd go to Domino's 4 times.
Yeah,
for
or
the
you
price
have
of-
pizza for a long time. Like I could eat pizza for like 5
No,
days.
I'm not stashing 4
It wouldn't
pizzas.
bother me in the least.
I think I've had pizza twice in the past.
Yeah, but you
12
keep
months.
cake. You keep things inordinately long.
No, but I wouldn't keep the pizza for like 3 weeks. I would just eat it for every meal until it's gone.
That's
sounds
4
horrible.
pizzas every meal until it's gone. That's like every. Listen, I love pizza, but even I like that's way crazy.
No, it's not.
Yes, it.
I'll do that
What?
with like
Hold
Thai
on.
food or Chinese food too if I order for myself. I'll have a bunch and it'll get me through like 4 days.
That's okay. I am throwing a flag on that. That gets you to the end of the night and it's all gone.
No, it doesn't. I get so much stuff. I do.
Well,
I get a lot of stuff.
You do family
Like,
style
like 8
for
family
what?
style.
No,
things?
but like I want like 6 different things, and like there's a lot of all those things.
You know
It's
that-
tough ordering. Tim,
even if you
I'm
order
actually
broccoli, you know that stuff's not healthy for you,
It
right?
is though. Actually,
It's not healthy. You know what they cook this shit in? You have no idea, do you?
it's still broccoli.
sauces
it's still
are
very good
yummy,
for you.
sodium.
The meat still has all kinds of protein.
That meat does not have a ton of protein.
Tim,
The beef and broccoli.
Tim, how
beef
about
does.
this
No,
for
it
an
doesn't.
idea?
It's like the lowest grade meat you can get.
It's not. Whatever.
But
Okay,
you
Tim.
think you're eating healthy when you get beef and broccoli.
Healthier than like a quarter
No,
pounder.
there's no healthier. It's bad for you. You
No,
want to
there's
have
so mu- there's
you
a-
want to have broccoli,
there might
steam
be as
some on
much
your fucking
sodium.
stove.
There might be as much more sodium in the Chinese food than McDonald's.
Oh, 100%.
In some things, yes.
in everything, in the rice there is.
I like the jasmine steamed rice. I don't like the fried rice.
Okay.
But Tim, hear me out. You know, you've said like, I wish grocery stores, you could buy things like you needing a whole loaf of bread
Yes.
is like ridiculous and unfair. What about like you need like the Chinese restaurant where you can split family style with strangers?
You could join an app for that. I actually encountered a situation where I felt your pain. I was at the grocery store yesterday, and I wanted to get hot dogs for my son. He's the only one who wants to eat hot dogs. I don't want to eat fucking hot dogs. But the minimum amount of hot dogs you can buy are 10, maybe.
Costco
5?
hot dogs are so good.
I wasn't at Costco. I popped out to the grocery store.
Oh my God.
But
Pat, on the 4th of July,
I needed 2 is what I needed. So 5 would have been fine. I could have stomached that.
So you wish they sold them a la carte?
I would
On the
one would be
4th
not
of
like a
July-
4-pack would have been perfect. It's like a 10-pack of cigs.
I
A
understand.
10-pack of cigs would be perfect. That they would
on the
fit in your
4th of
pocket
July,
better.
Tim was saying people should go to Costco to get their dollar hot dogs and bring them home to barbecue for their guests.
Well, no.
Like
what I
they're-
said was a Costco hot dog barbecue is like the best Canada Day 4th of July barbecue food. They're awesome. They're just awesome.
But they're pre-made.
Well, no. You don't have to get the ones from the cafeteria. You can just go to the freezer section where they sell like
Oh,
a bunch of them. Right?
Oh, you just like Costco hot dogs.
Yes. I mean, obviously, I like them at
Sorry.
Costco too pre-made. Those are great.
Sorry.
But I'm about buying the package, taking it home, and barbecuing.
That makes way more sense than going and buying hot dogs.
Oh, no.
And
That-
then
I'm sorry if you-
reheating them later at
I'm
your
sorry
house.
if that's what you thought I meant. That is not what I meant.
The ones that they sell at the like cafeteria, you can buy packages of
Oh
those
my God,
specific
yes.
ones.
Oh my God, yes. It even says on the thing, as sold in the Costco cafeteria.
No.
They are so good.
I'm sorry to disrespect.
Next
like, your
time you go,
people's-
buy a package. You will not regret it.
Not a big hot dog guy.
Yeah, you know what? I don't.
I'll have a sausage. A
Their
sausage I
hot
can
dogs
do.
are
Hot dog?
so
No,
good.
thanks.
Their hot dogs are like better than any other hot dog. They just
They're
they're
still
amazing.
fucking hot dogs.
They're pretty, and they're all beef. They're pretty awesome.
They're all beef.
Yeah, you get all beef ones. They're awesome.
You can get all beef ones, or they
I
are.
believe
all
they are all beef.
All
yes.
of them are beef.
I believe it says on the pack all beef.
Well, yeah, there's probably regular hot dogs, then there's.
I
all
don't
beef
think so. I
ones.
think there's a sausage you can buy, the
Mhm.
Polish sausages, and they have like the red container, and the blue ones are the hot dogs. I think they're beef ones.
How many of these are you buying if you're going?
Not
to
often because you get a lot.
I'm gonna say if it's just you and you're.
It'll
buying
last
this
you a
many-
summer. You get a
But
pack.
you
it'll
like
last you a
boil
summer.
them or barbecue?
No,
I
he
think
just
they're
eats
best-
them out of the fucking
No,
pack.
no. I think they're best.
How
fry-
many hot dogs have you ever eaten just out of the pack?
in my life?
Yeah.
It's happened, but it hasn't happened in a
What?
not in a very long time. Not in a very, very, very
What?
long time. We're talking like 15 plus years ago, if not longer.
So you're only in your mid-20s at that point.
Like barbecuing them is the way to go because I like them a little extra burned. So
When you say extra burned, you like them burned.
I like the ends to be kind of black and like them to be sort of wrinkled and blistered. But I certainly the not like regular conventional ones are fine too.
What are you betting over there, Jeff?
Nothing. I'm actually just seeing just a bookie send me a message. Losing money.
Does he owe you money or do you owe him money?
Wouldn't be allowed on my
Yeah,
cruise.
no.
No betting
Usually,
on your
you don't
cruise?
need a.
Clean living.
Who the fuck is this for?
Maybe not clean eating, but clean living.
Just fat people who go to church? That's it?
I think there's a big demographic for people who want wholesome, fun entertainment.
So it's just a bunch of Mormons on your...
No, but it would
cruise.
be fun.
This sounds awful. Does it come with a gun and a bullet in it?
Stop it.
So you can spend 2
Stop
hours
it.
and get yourself out of there?
Stop it.
That feels like the ultimate move there. Okay, so cruise. Well, what's next?
All right, so we talked about it briefly on the Cust
Oh, you want to
show.
go to this? I thought we'd end with this.
The movies?
Yeah.
Okay, because I do have my list actually ready
Oh,
for it.
God. Okay,
Okay.
Well, give us your list then.
So I actually spent some time to curate my top 10 list. And this list, for people who don't remember, about a month ago, maybe a little less, the New York Times curated a list from 500 people who watch movies or involved in movies, et cetera, et cetera.
Directors, actors, screenwriters, and producers.
Yeah, who compiled what they thought were the best movies of the 21st century. And
So the list is the top 10 on that list.
Yeah.
Parasite was number 1, Mulholland Drive was 2, There Will Be Blood, In the Mood for Love, Moonlight, No Country for Old Men, Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind, Get Out, Spirited Away, and The Social Network was the top 10. There was something about this list of why it generated the results that it did, that you could only list 10 movies on your ballot. So, like, P.T. Anderson is very clearly everyone's favorite director, because even Punch Drunk Love got onto this list. That I think he has 4 or 5 movies.
he's represented on my list.
He's represented like near the top of
I
like,
have
this list in
two
general.
of his movies on my list.
Of the top 10, really.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, so hit us with your
You
top
want me
10.
to go bottom to top or top to bottom?
Just give it to me whatever order that you want to
Okay,
do.
I'll do bottom to top, and I have 3 honorary mentions that don't make it. The Master, Django Unchained, and Moneyball. They would be like 11, 12, and 13 in some order.
Okay.
Number 10, The Hangover. A fantastic...
That would be your comedy that you pick.
That is it's not the only comedy on this list.
They would be a top 2 comedy
So,
of this century for you.
I put it on there. For me, these are not necessarily my favorite movies. These are not the best made pictures. These are not always the most popular ones. It's some mixture of them. For example, I have movies lower that I like less than movies I like more, but I'm trying to be objective here. What I think, objectively speaking, are the best 10 movies of the 21st century. And number 10, I have The Hangover. Huge box office hit. Absolutely hilarious. It spun off 2 other very popular sequels.
Bad movies.
The third one is worse than the second. The second one's actually pretty funny. But the original Hangover, have we seen a big blockbuster comedy since? Hilarious. Fantastic. And just a great movie. So 10. Number 9 is Oppenheimer. Won Best Picture a couple years ago. Huge. It and Barbie together, if we remember, had huge visibility. People went to go see it. It won a bunch of awards. The story, the filmmaking is gorgeous. The story is fascinating. It's a great picture.
Is this the most important movies?
The best.
Or,
What I'm calling the 10 best movies. And then
so what is
we'll get
like what the
the criteria
behind the
is
zeitgeist
the
have to-
criteria is some mixture of they need to be popular.
So you don't want any small movies on here.
The small art house movies don't make it.
Okay, so no P.T. Anderson movie can be on this
Well,
list.
somewhat, because we'll get to them. But it doesn't. But if you are smaller, you can make it up in other ways.
Okay.
To me, the criteria is I think it's the best, and it's a melange of things. Number 8, as I mentioned on the show, is Gladiator. I put that on there. That's the very, very start of the millennium. But it's a fantastic film, start to finish. It's the second historical movie on this list I have out of the first 3.
Movie Jared's never seen.
Yes, I bet you he has seen The Hangover though.
Have you seen The Hangover?
Yes.
Yes, he has.
Oppenheimer.
No.
Yes.
Boom. Okay, so we're 3 for 3.
Pretty good.
He didn't see Gladiator, though.
Right, 2 for 3. Number 7 is Grand Budapest Hotel.
Okay.
Hilarious.
Not as good as Royal Tenenbaums, but sure.
We're going to get to that.
Oh my! You have 2 Wes Anderson movies on this list?
Hilarious movie. Ray Fiennes, Tour de Force, has F. Murray Abraham in it,
Oh wow!
who
Stop the presses!
he won a Best Actor
Yeah, for Rock
Academy
Me
Award
Amadeus.
for Amadeus, which came out in 1984, which I know not everybody has seen, but it's actually a really good movie. Anyway, that's my next one. Number 6, right afterwards, is Royal Tenenbaums.
Okay.
I think the funniest movie of the millennium.
I like that you went with Hangover over Anchorman, which is
I thought about Anchorman.
crazy, or Borat, which is the
Thought about
biggest
that. I
comedy
thought about
of
that too.
the past 25 years.
So after Tenenbaums, number 5 is No Country for Old Men, which is actually my favorite of these movies, but I don't have it.
I thought Gladiator was your favorite.
No Country is my favorite movie of all time, but it's, again, I'm trying to put some objectivity here. I don't have it first. Number 4 is Inglourious Bastards. I think it's Tarantino's best movie. I think it's Brad Pitt's best acting performance. No, he's not. I think it's Christoph Waltz's best acting
Waltz's
performance.
best. Brad Pitt is the worst part of
I
that movie.
don't agree at all.
It's great Fassbender is what it is.
And Michael Fassbender's scene, that is perhaps...
No, the opening scene is the best.
I was going to say,
where it has Christoph Waltz and John Rahm in the opening scene.
that is the tensest scene.
It's the best scene.
It's all, both of them are amazing. I can't pick. It's a great film.
I like that both the scenes that you call the best do not feature Brad Pitt.
They don't.
There's a reason for
But
that.
they're awesome. Number 3 is The Social Network.
Okay.
Goes without saying. It might be the most iconic 21st century movie for a lot of reasons.
Okay.
Number 2 is There Will Be Blood.
Which
Again.
I would have at number 1, but sure.
And number 1 is The Dark Knight.
I
The
would
Dark
have
Knight is the best, and I don't think it's certainly not my favorite movie. It's not even close to my favorite Nolan movie. But I think Christopher Nolan is the biggest director of the 21st century, most important. Whether he's the best or not, that's
I'm
another
going to say
question.
he's definitely not. He's the biggest. He's definitely
He's the
not
biggest,
the most
and I think he's the most. I think he's the most important. I think that's his best work. I think that's the movie. If you were to ask anybody from the age 20 and up, have you seen that movie? I think it's the movie you're likeliest to get a yes about. Is The Dark Knight?
Weirdly, I think the answer is Avatar.
That could be too, but I hate that movie so much. I can't listen. I just hate that movie. I think The Dark Knight is like a perfect film. I wouldn't change a scene. I wouldn't change a single character. I don't think I'd change a line. I think it's I think it's like, if The Social Network, I said, is like the most epic 21st century movie. If it wasn't that, I think The Dark Knight is like what the perfect film is in the 21st century. So I would have it first.
See, I think that's why Parasite ended up at number 1, because I think that people would argue that Parasite
I like
is
that
that
movie.
answer.
I like that movie. It just didn't make my top 10, but I like that movie.
So, Jeff, what do you think of Tim's? It's not a bad list. I like that list.
Thank you.
I don't hate that list. I like a lot of what he did. In that top 5, the case for The Dark Knight, he could sell me
I would have
on that as well.
The Prestige is my favorite Nolan movie, but I think if I was going to go with one of the big Nolan movies, I think Inception is more fun than The Dark Knight.
It is more fun.
I think it's better.
I don't.
Not
it's
all of
certainly
us
more fun.
got Inception.
There's nothing really to get in Inception. It's just
Interstellar's a better movie.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I think it is.
Interstellar's a bad rewatch. Dark Knight's a fun rewatch. Inception's just the most fun of those movies. It's the biggest. It has the better performances in it. It makes very little sense, but that's okay.
I think it's just, again, while I love these movies, I like all the Christopher Nolan movies. I even like Tenet, and Tenet's not that great. And I kind of liked it still. I don't know. The Dark Knight to me is just the perfect movie. Now, what would I have DFL? That's a harder question.
For Christopher Nolan?
No,
movies?
of like this list. Like, it's the worst movie of the 21st century. I don't know.
When did Master of Disguise come out?
That would 2002. I was thinking
That's probably your. When did Gigli come out?
that's up there. Maybe Darren Aronofsky's Mother would be up there. That's a bad movie.
I was one of the only people who lasted. I loved Mother.
I was
That is
duped.
a guilt-
I was duped. That is not what I thought I was
That is
getting
a
into.
guilty pleasure movie if there ever was
Pat
one.
sent me the trailer to the movie and
The
said, "Here."
trailer makes
He sent me the trailer. He said, "Go see this movie." I went to go see it, and I was like, I kind of wanted to leave.
everyone I was in
I
there
wanted to
left.
walk out. It's like, oh my
I was like,
God.
this is great. I love just. It's so elegantly bad
It's
that
so bad.
it is so crazy.
You should have known. I should have known at the start that it was Mother with a lowercase m to start and an exclamation point, that weird things were going to happen. It's like, oh, well, he recommended it. It's like, oh my God, what is this?
Darren Aronofsky told a story that he stayed up for 3 straight days and wrote the entire script.
It certainly wasn't edited by anybody. That's for sure.
As your main man, Javier Bardem in it.
I had potential.
So I'm trying to see if like what I would have Borat or Anchorman or Old School as the knocked up, maybe
Pineapple
all
Express.
above The Hangover. What?
Pineapple Express.
No, I fucking hate
Old
the Pineapple
Old
Express.
School would be my
Nah,
pick for
old
number
School
one.
is a great call.
But I feel
Comedy.
like you're missing. Like you're trying to incorporate. Like Oppenheimer's not in the top 10.
Well,
Like,
see, I think it is because
No.
it's like it's the biggest director's best movie.
it's not his best movie.
It's critically considered.
That's
his
that's
best
like
movie.
that. It's not though. It's like saying that The Departed is Martin Scorsese's best movie. It's not.
It's close.
Wolf of Wall Street's way better than The Departed.
I don't know
Like
that-
Wolf of Wall Street's probably inside the top 10.
I like that movie, but no.
Zodiac is probably inside the top 10. Like you have complete Fincher erasure from this. I guess you have Social
Network.
But
It's his best picture.
But I think if like serious film people were to look at it, everyone would tell you Fincher's a better director than Christopher Nolan.
That very well may be. But I think that films are more about the audience in some ways.
Okay,
than
then where are like the biggest? You have
well,
Dark
The Hangover's
Knight in there.
Dark Knight.
But like,
The
where's Mad
Hangover,
Max?
Mad Max. You know, I don't really care for Mad.
But that should be in there over Dark Knight.
You could make the no, I don't think so. Well, again, the popularity factor. As much as people like Mad Max,
Then where's
Fury Road,
Avatar then? Just because you don't like it?
I can't stand that movie.
What do you have against Avatar?
It's awful. Every moment of it is awful.
Crouching Tiger could be in there. That was a very popular, well-received movie.
Yeah.
Did huge box office,
did.
huge awards, and it was awesome.
It did. I don't know. I mean, like, look, you only have 10 spots, right? You can only put 10 movies in there.
I think your idea of getting rid of smaller movies is kind of crazy.
Well, like if it's a movie that like 6 people have seen,
like where like Mulholland Drive was 2 on this list. Mulholland Drive would probably be like 3 for me.
you know, I just found it to be off-putting and weird.
It is off-putting and weird.
Mulholland Doctor.
Yeah, Mulholland Doctor. But there's a reason that people love that movie.
I understand some people do, but to me that
Apparently people who make movies love that movie.
But if audiences don't love it, I don't think it can make my best list. Like there has to be like it does not to say that popularity is the only thing that matters, but if it's not super popular, that's a big strike against it.
How about Children of Men?
Children of Men is fine, which I think is set in 2025 or 2026.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I mean, it's kind of weird. It's a better watch than it is a story.
I don't know about that.
I find the watch better.
I mean, it's a movie.
Like
So
the
you
action
physically
scenes.
are
Like
watching.
I like the action scenes better. Like I almost put Skyfall on this list
Really?
because I think Skyfall is the best James Bond movie of the 21st.
Sure, but if we're just like going
because
to
visually
to
it
action
is so
movies, there's one of those
captivating.
Mission Impossible movies that's probably awesome.
They're all the same.
They're not
Was
all.
Gran Torino close to your list?
That's number. That's the secret number 1 for
No,
Cust.
I-
He's
I-
like funniest movie I've ever
I
seen.
wanted to put an Eastwood movie on there. I just
Which
couldn't.
one? None of them are good.
I like the 1517 to Paris because the actors aren't actual actors. I actually think that's a pretty good film, but I couldn't get myself to put any Eastwood movies on there.
Is it because besides American Sniper, no one saw any of them?
Well, but people saw $1 Million Baby, and that
Then
won
that
Best
movie
Picture.
sucks.
Well, but it did win Best Picture.
Sure,
so,
sure, but it's not a good movie.
People definitely saw American Sniper.
They did. That was a big box set. No animated.
People
movie?
didn't see Gran Torino.
I
don't know.
I wanted to. It's funny. I started with The Hurt Locker and Zero Dark 30 on there, and they both fell off. I love both.
What
of
about
them.
a history
But
of
just I
violence?
felt like they just can't get to where they need to get.
See, no one saw that movie, unfortunately, Jeff. That would be
What
would it be
movie?
top 20 for history of violence.
No, that movie is not popular.
No. People, but William Hurt's 5 minutes at the end.
Oh,
Just
sorry.
Like, whoa. Wait.
I
Are you
for-
thinking of a different movie?
No, I just forgot the criteria. I was just trying to think of the best
struck
movies
dumb.
of the last 25
can't
years,
speak.
and that came to mind for me.
What the fuck is 42?
That's about Jackie Robinson.
That's a movie? I can't think of a good sports movie that's come out.
I mentioned Moneyball. I think Moneyball is an excellent sports movie.
It's not really a sports movie.
Well, it's all about the Oakland Athletics
It's about
and baseball.
there's really nothing sporty about it.
Nothing
The
sporty.
most sporting thing of it was Art Howe being mad that Philip Seymour Hoffman played him. He's like, I'm not a fat fuck.
They didn't even talk about. They didn't
I
talk
think
about.
that counts as a sports movie.
They didn't talk about Mulder, Zito, and Hudson. Like it's
I
just
can't hear him.
You can't hear him. You got to plug yourself back in. No, I absolutely agree. The whole premise behind the Moneyball book and movie is so completely flawed because they don't talk about the reason why the Athletics were actually good. It wasn't because they made Scott Hatterberg a first baseman. It was because they had 3 ace pitchers.
Yeah, I mean Miguel Tejada won the American League MVP,
And
that
they
year,
had-
and he's not even in the movie.
Yeah.
Like it's not a
There's
document.
more
It's
than
not a. It's
three
not a
aces.
document. It's not a documentary.
Yeah, but the book was presented the same way too because I read the book.
Yeah, but spoiler, they never won anything.
No.
Well, they won the
won
American
25 games in a row or
League.
whatever
They
it
won the
was.
divisional pennant, and like they got to the AL.
Was that the Jeter tag year? Yeah. It was. wasn't
Yeah,
It was.
they
He
lost
ran
to the
across the
Jeter
field.
tag.
So, based on what you said, there's a couple of movies here towards the back end of this list. Like Inception and Borat would be the two that were big movies that I think would replace ones under your criteria on that
Sure.
list. For me, I think I like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood more than Inglourious Bastards. And I like Wolf of Wall Street better than both of them. And they're all in the same like genre of
Dark comedy.
dark comedy, but made a ton of money. People really like them from big directors. Ocean's 11. It's the best of that kind of movie of the past 25 years.
Better. Sorry.
You like the original
Has
Ocean's
Frank
11
Sinatra
better?
in it. Has Frank Sinatra
You're
in it.
fucking insane.
Whatever.
I think Tim told me he likes New Year's Eve.
I liked that movie, but I also know that it's a terrible
You like
movie.
all the Gary Marshall movies?
I like the Valentine's Day one too. But I know these are horrible movies. I concede that.
I thought you liked La La Land.
No. I did like La La Land. I like when Hollywood makes movies about Hollywood.
So did the Oscars.
They do.
Except for if you pick them to win.
I do like it when Hollywood is like very self-indulgent with those types of movies. And La La Land is a good musical. It's probably the best musical of the 21st century.
No, Moulin Rouge is the best.
Moulin Rouge.
Moulin Rouge is definitely the best musical of the 21st century.
Okay.
I don't think it's particularly close.
Well, it is close.
No, that or A Mighty Wind, I suppose. Where was Best in Show? How close did that come? Best in Show ended up
Too
coming
obscure.
like Best in Show was what on this list? 57.
I mean,
Not bad.
I think Waiting for Guffman is too old for this
It
list.
is.
But I
Waiting
think
for
that's- which I
Guffman's
think is a better
99.
movie. I think it's a better movie.
No, Best in Show is the best. I like A Mighty Wind the best, but the best movie, especially for people like just to step into it, of the Christopher Guest movies, it's Best in Show.
Yeah, I think so because the premise is so ridiculous.
Yes.
And in A Mighty Wind, like they're actually making some good music, so, like some actual songs that are catchy.
yeah.
It's not all just wishing and picking.
Let's see, what were some other ones we just kind of glossed over here that would kind of fit the criteria that you were looking for? I guess Almost Famous.
I love Almost Famous.
I didn't see. Okay, did you see Zone of Interest?
No,
I didn't
I did
see
not
it.
see that.
It came
I don't-
like 11th on this list or something.
Again, like so, if I haven't seen it, you haven't seen it. Nobody has seen it.
Well, I just haven't seen any movie. I haven't seen any movies from the past 7 years. I just don't see movies anymore.
Well, I mean, I see the odd movie.
I don't. That's why I haven't seen it.
Okay, you saw Oppenheimer.
Sure, I went.
We went to see it together.
No, we did.
I'm pretty sure we.
No, we did
What
not.
was the last movie we went to go see?
That awful Bond movie.
Oh, No Time to Die. Oh, it wasn't. Okay, no, hold on. It wasn't awful.
It's very bad.
Spectre was awful.
Don't want to spoil it for you, but there was a good time to die. The end.
Spectre was awful. Quantum of Solace was awful. Skyfall was good. Casino Royale was great.
I like
Skyfall was amazing.
I like Casino Royale more than I like
No
Skyfall.
Time to Die was good. It was good. It was like the third of the 5 Bond movies that he made.
It's funny because our sensibilities are so much different that I wouldn't have No Country for Old Men up there. I would have Oh Brother Where Art Thou up there. That's my favorite of the Coen movies from this.
Interesting. I mean, I just
Highest selling soundtrack of all time.
Oh, I don't doubt that. And I'm, tangentially speaking, Nolan's about to take that project on by doing Odysseus.
I mean, the Coens never actually read the Odyssey.
I bet you they have. They're
No, they-
incredibly intelligent. I would not be surprised if they didn't read
They
both
got
the
the
Iliad
Cliff
and
Notes and made up their own story.
maybe. I bet you they actually had read it,
They're just telling people that they haven't.
or maybe.
You know better than they do, I see.
I'm very excited for the new Nolan movie.
You're
for that
excited
reason.
for every Nolan movie.
Yes,
and then
'cause
you're going to
they're-
tell us how great it is
because they're
before
event-
you've seen it. And then even if you don't like it, like Tenet, you're going to have to continue to be on how great it is.
I mean, I don't feel like I defended Tenet that much.
You wouldn't stop talking about it.
Well, I thought it was going to be amazing.
And then after it
Center
came,
dropped.
you just got dropped?
I mean, I hear you.
No, I like the being silly. I couldn't hear any of it.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry. Well, let's move topics. We need to include Jeff back
Can't
into the
begin.
conversation.
Okay. Well, before I monopolize too much time, did you or Jeff have anything?
No, it's all you. You said you had a ton to talk about. We've went through one thing I came up with last night and one other topic.
I don't understand why people are obsessed with Labubus.
With what?
They're called Labubus. They're like the most popular thing in the world right now. And I don't understand why people are obsessed with them.
What is? See, explain. I've never heard of.
They're
this.
like these little plush gremlin characters.
Oh, so they're like Polly Pockets or
That people
Tamagotchis.
are-
Kind of like troll, like when we were kids, like trolls, Pat.
Like-
but my daughter,
Like I
my
believe they're
daughter-
illegal to sell in the UK right now because of like stampedes that have happened.
my daughter's had my wife run around for one, but she's young enough where we got her a knockoff one. She doesn't know the difference.
But I think
and
they're
she's
like people
thrilled.
are obsessed with these
Well,
things.
how is this any different than Beanie Babies and shit like that?
I don't understand how people could be obsessed with these things.
Why?
They're like
it's for
weird.
kids.
They're weird.
They're for kids.
I don't think
Kids
it's just,
get it.
I don't think it's just kids that are
Well,
interested.
kids
in
and fucking weirdos.
yeah, I don't understand it. I don't know why they're so popular.
Every 5 years, something like this happens.
I don't
A
think that's
toy
true.
like this, something like this.
I think it's been a
happens.
while since somebody's been like this obsessed with something.
What would be the last one? Would Beanie Babies be the last one?
That was 20 years ago.
Sure, but Cabbage Patch Kids before
That was 20 years before
I
that.
guess the cycle is every 20 years.
There's probably something in between that we're forgetting. I'm amazed. Where do you even hear about the
Tickle Me
Labubu?
Elmos?
I am online, Jeff. I read about things. I'm not unaware of the world around me.
Please, can you take us through the discovery that you had of Labubus?
I just heard people talking about this international obsession about them, and that people were being crushed in stampedes or something.
Who did you hear it from?
Like just
initially?
random people on Twitter that I'm scrolling through.
I thought you were off Twitter.
I'm on it a little bit. I'm not off of it, but I'm not on it 24 hours a day like I used to be.
You're just on Blueski.
No, I'm not.
Can you tell people why you got off of Twitter?
I just find it not as much fun as it used to be.
And
I just don't
And?
feel comfortable. I don't want to get into it. I just don't feel comfortable anymore.
but why don't you feel comfortable?
I just feel like it's just a very different platform now, and it's not one I'm interested
This is not what you told us. Please tell us the real reason that
in. No,
you're not on it.
I just feel like it I don't want to be involved because there's pricing mechanisms, and
But you've never entered any of your information. How could you be charged?
I just, me, I get uncomfortable with everything. And the old Twitter was different, and this new Twitter is not the same, and so it's fine. It's okay, but it's just not as fun as it used to be.
I would agree that
I honestly don't enjoy spending time on it the way I used to.
Yeah, I'd agree.
There's a million
It's,
things I used to see, and I'd quote tweet and have something funny to say, and we'd all have a laugh, or someone else would, and I'd like that. And now it's I don't know, I get it's there,
Well,
I
you
get its
know-
purpose. It's just not it's not. It used to be a lot of fun.
Twitter's gotten worse since you stopped giving the people lists.
that
Tim.
is true.
I don't I enjoyed giving lists. It's just, I don't know. I just find the interactions on there just aren't as fun anymore.
Well, fewer people are actually interacting, I think is the thing. You used to be able to have a back and forth with people or multiple people.
The odd time I'll put something on there and the responses.
Well, they're probably all bot. Jeff, how often do you get replied to with, you need to check out
All the time this
they're
happens
just,
to
they're
me.
just fucking bots.
Yeah, all the bots. They make it hard because even if you keep your DMs open, you're just flooded with bots. It's definitely an unfortunate.
When big news events happen or live sporting events are happening, it's still an excellent tool, and you see some fun stuff. And so it definitely has its purposes. But for the time waster that it used to be for me, TikTok has become that. Reddit has become that for me. I
Well,
just
the
enjoy those
problem with
platforms
Twitter-
now.
I've complained a bit, but it's it doesn't even matter. It doesn't sometimes even feed you the people you follow.
Don't click on that For You page either.
No, the For You page is a fucking cesspool. I know who that's
Yeah, a lot
actually
of
for,
it-
but it's certainly not
I'll
me.
be scrolling through it accidentally sometimes and be like, do I follow that person?
It's all
Do I
the
follow that
craziest
person?
people in
I'm
the world.
Oh, I know why I'm getting that tweet because I'm not on my feed.
And Tim, I'll be honest. I guess maybe this is wishful thinking, but you hope during football season, be able to just stay in your bubble. But who knows? It's such a mess.
It is what it is. Nothing lasts forever the way it was before, and things change.
What about Labubus? The biggest thing of all
I
time?
don't understand who wants these things. Why
Kids want these things.
It can't just be that though.
Why?
No, it's it's not just kids. It's young adult females are really into them
I think
too.
it's
Like in
people of all
Japan?
types. I think people of all types are obsessed with them. I don't
Are they
understand.
worth a ton of money?
Yeah, well, you could resell them because they're
Right.
hard to get. So
Right.
there's that sort of marketplace, and there's a lot of knockoffs as its own marketplace. And like I said, my kid's young enough where I can just get a $12 or $15 knockoff, and she doesn't know that it's a knockoff. So winning,
So adults are buying these?
apparently.
Like you say, apparently, so you have no idea. Oh, that's
They're
how
like-
it's spelled.
Keeping
Yeah, with
threes,
views.
it's very weird shit. And
It's
they're
very
ugly
weird.
and creepy.
They're
let's be
very.
honest.
That's the thing. They're very off-putting.
But trolls were off-putting.
Not the same way.
Why? Because you were young when they came out?
Oh, I don't think I was alive when Trolls came out. Trolls came out in the late 70s, early 80s.
When you
I think.
discovered them, you were a child.
Oh yeah, sure. I still think it's kind of charming when people like bring their troll dolls to bingo games or whatever and like rub their hair for good luck or something. There's something charming about that. I
How
guess.
You
much-
would do that.
How much bingo is happening on this Cust Cruise?
Oh, sure. Lots.
But there's no casino, but you can play bingo?
Yeah, but not for money.
What?
For prizes.
For what? For prizes.
Yeah,
for
for
prizes.
Give us a list.
For a
Top-
keychain.
Y-
For a
this is it.
keychain at the next
Keychain
port.
or a t-shirt with the boat's name on it.
Oh, great.
If it was an MMN cruise,
it's an
it would be like MMN merchandise.
It's an XXXXL t-shirt that you give out every night?
No, like you could give out merchandise. You know what? Whichever fast food place is sponsoring that day can give out free swag.
How about an all-day front of the line pass?
I'd love another KFC.
That's a real prize right there.
I'd like to have another KFC beach ball. Remember those were cool.
The only KFC giveaway I remember are the old Shaq basketballs that had his hand
Those
on.
were also
Man
cool.
has a giant hand. Giant hand.
Very big hand.
You feel like he would have been able to shoot free throws a little bit better. Just by like reaching and like, ugh.
He's like Scotty Scheffler. He didn't want to.
You know, Tim, I
But Sheffer still
recently
does
with
it at
my
a very high
daughter
Yeah.
drove by this plaza that was like obviously it's been torn down and rebuilt, and it's the plaza for which had a Pizza Hut like full-size restaurant and the place where I'd rent videos, and like my whole childhood of like going to Pizza Hut with my dad and renting a video just like flash back. It was like, I don't know, I would say emotional, but it fucking just rattled me, I tell you.
Because places like that have a special place in your heart.
Just like Labubu's will for 10-year-olds now.
No, they're weird and off-putting things.
Just like that one video store that I used to go rent movies at when I stayed at my dad's house. Ugh. Even their popcorn wasn't very good.
I don't know that I ever got the popcorn from the movie rental place. Just made it at home.
They used to just have like a thing there.
Yeah, I know they did, but I
Yeah.
don't think I ever got popcorn from one of those places.
It was too dirty
No,
for
but
you to
you'd
touch.
get like popcorn while you picked your
movie, yeah. Like you had like a little bag. It was like that big that you used to put like sour candy in. It'd be like 3 or 4 handfuls of popcorn. You walked around the place and you ate the popcorn.
I don't seem to recall that.
Did you actually ever go to a movie place besides
Yes.
Blockbuster?
Yes, there was a place not far from where I used to live.
Sounds pretty low. Didn't
Maybe,
even have
I mean,
popcorn.
maybe it was.
We used to get some sweet 70s blaxploitation movies on VHS. Like Black Belt Jones. And every time he hit someone, it would go, whoosh. It was awesome.
I did not see that movie.
Last thing for you, Jeff. This is for you. Both of you. How comfortable, Jeff, are you going to the golf course by yourself and joining a group?
Doesn't really bother. Like if I really want to play, I'll get out. I'll do it.
In Jeff's case, he's been a member of a club for 30 years and probably knows just about everybody.
yeah, it's kind of hard. Like I have like, at least like some. It's not like a total stranger. It's all might not be like a friend, but it like an acquaintance. But yeah, no, I have kind of strong opinions of this because as it pertains to like private golf, I'll say, I think it's like bad I think it's only bad form. I don't like if I have a guest and someone pops in my group. That I'll tell you I don't like.
What do you mean? Like if there's 2 of you and like 2 other people join up with you?
Yeah, or if I just have a guest and like someone, and even 2, like if I have a guest and someone comes in as like a third, I don't like that.
Really?
I don't like it.
I mean, I join up with whoever. I go in the morning. I'm playing by myself. I join up with 2 or 3 other people because there's a spot in that group. Cust almost left the course the other day if I wasn't able to work out a deal with the 2 lesbians ahead of us.
No way.
I would have.
He was there. It was like 7. So there wasn't a spot. There was 3 of us playing. Me, Tim, and Tim. So Tim and I had booked. Tim will also do a thing where he wants to play golf, but he doesn't know how to book a tee time or look to see if tee times are open. And then we'll be like, hey, do you want to play at this time? It's like, I don't know. Is the time open? Well, I have no idea. So helping at nothing at all. So I was able to find 1 open spot in the group ahead of us before we were teeing off. So I booked Tim into that spot when I was at the course a few days before. I said, let's go to the course. I'll talk to the people in the group. Either we can do a 2v2 trade of the 2 of us to move back 10 minutes. What's 10 minutes? I'll either move up, move back. It doesn't matter to me. Or one person from our group can move up and Tim can move back if people are unaffiliated in this way. So we get there and The lady said no to begin with.
Oh.
And Tim was about to go home. It was 7:20 in the morning. It's not a short car ride.
No, but I still would have.
Why? You're there to play golf.
But I'm there to play golf with my friends. I'm not there to play golf by myself.
You're not playing by yourself. You're playing with 3 other
But
people.
I don't know these people.
I have groups that I go out and play with now in the mornings because I randomly joined them, met them, played with them. I like them.
Then I got to make like small talk.
You don't
and
have to do anything.
Then I'm a real weirdo if you're standoffish and you don't make small talk. Like
You're being judged. There's just so much judging. Your golf game, your small talk, what you do for a living. Judge. This is like a nightmare for Tim.
Yes.
Pat. Everything is being judged.
It's just you're at the course. You're dressed in your golf clothes. You've already warmed up. You're now I'm going to go home.
well, it's just not going to be a pleasant 4 hours. All I'm going to be thinking about is how much fun you guys are having back behind me. And it's like, I don't want to do that.
I would have switched with you. I would have went and played with the
No,
group
but I
ahead.
didn't want to go and just play with one. I had, in my mind, had it set up that we were going to play together. And
Then
if
maybe
we
you should
weren't,
download the fucking app and look at the tee times.
It just, I don't want,
I
I don't
do-
like playing with people I don't know. It's a very awkward situation, and I'd rather not.
It's not good for having a
Tim
membership
cannot be
somewhere.
like Tim. It's 4 hours of a sliding scale of judgment.
Yes.
I don't know what any of these people I've ever played with do.
No, I'm joking. I'm kind of just fucking with Tim. That being said, I do like. I do kind of agree with Tim. Well, I'm okay to play with people, and I play in like I'll play like go to places with my buddies, and we're only like booking 2, so obviously like the course, like anyone is open to it on Golf Now, like comes and books in. It's fine, you meet people, but golf is about being out with like playing with your buddies, telling jokes, nature, yucking it up. Like I'm not like a hardo, so golf is about like those 4 things before it's about like execution. So
yeah.
I like having those things.
I don't want to play with a random who,
But let's say
who upbraids me for not replacing my ball after I mark it.
That only happens to Jared at your old course.
Yeah, well, but there's an example. Like, I don't want to deal with that awkwardness.
Never actually dealt with that. So, Jeff, you'd be at the course, this happened, and you'd be like, I'm going home. I'm not playing golf.
Never.
No,
That is-
exactly.
that is absurd. You swallow it up. It's not the situation you want to be in, but when it happens, you're capable of sucking it up and like just playing some golf for the afternoon. And the small talk is just about the golf.
It is.
Great
It's all
shot.
about, yeah, good shot, man.
Good
That's
shot, or oh, that was tough. Like I've been in that spot. It sucks.
It's fine if I'm
Like-
with another couple of people I know and it's a 4th person.
Well, how are you going to meet new people? This is
This
a great,
is like
great
why
way to meet new people.
Pat, he can't even order a pizza
He
on
did
the
it.
phone.
He did it on the show. That's not true. He can do it. He
Yes,
chooses
I know.
not to run.
It's not
But-
something I enjoy doing. I find it to be very discomforting.
But you don't do it.
I will.
Maybe you would
okay,
enjoy it.
Tim.
Like I got
The
some
truth
great, I got some great tips on starting a holding company for all my properties. And this is RML. Shout out to RML. Tell me all about
I
it.
don't want a tip from anybody.
Exactly.
About
No,
anything.
you can
I
meet-
asked him about it. Like I've played with him 4 or 5
I don't
times now, so
want
we're getting to know each
I
other.
don't want to do that. I'd rather just go home and watch TV.
You're already fucking there.
I know, but like, you know what? It's still early. There's many things I could do with my day.
Yeah, you can go get some
No,
exercise, walk
Tim,
around, get some golf balls.
Tim, that's really. You
Sad.
gotta be a little bit better than that. That's a little strange.
Okay, then it's strange, but that's how I feel. I don't like playing with a bunch of people that I don't know.
But then you get mad when you're not as good as us because you're not playing as much.
But like, let's say you know,
Yes,
you
Paul,
just
Paul
hit
has
a-
a question.
You want like 5 pools on a cruise ship, but you're not willing to be around people on a golf course? How are you going to be in that pool with all these?
You are in a very close quarters for 4 straight hours playing golf with
You're
people.
really not. You don't. The only time you ever have to stand next to these people is on the tee box and maybe within 10 feet on a green.
Everyone's peeing in the pool and you're in there with.
No, also that would not be allowed on my cruise.
How are you
Under
going to
no-
monitor that?
I would have those dye packs in there, so if somebody urinated in the pool, it would like dye a color.
Okay, what do? Kick them off the cruise? You're
Yes,
not allowed to get off them?
absolutely. You go on that cruise, you sign a waiver that if you urinate in the pool,
How do you get them off? You don't stop
the
anywhere.
next port, they're off. Goodbye. See ya. Trebuchet. Right from the deck, a trebuchet. Sling. Off you go. Can't have that. That's vile. Don't do that.
Tim, here's the thing. Well, like I'm joking. Like maybe on your first shot, they're like, "Can this guy play? What are we in for?" But truth of the matter is, no one gives a shit. Like you're making it into so much more than it is. These people are not going home and thinking about you. Or maybe if you make great shots, like it's just out of sight, out of mind. You are making something out of nothing.
I'm not
in your
the
head.
type of person who easily just ingratiates himself with a bunch of people.
That is absolutely not true. You meet random people, they all like you.
Yes, but it's an awkward circumstance for me.
It's an awkward circumstance.
So what
for
if
everyone. Meeting
we-
new people
what if,
is
like-
just a thing that happens?
What if
It's not
you
any
get to
less
know-
awkward for you than him or the other
What
people.
if you
play
get
with.
to know the staff at the club so well where they'll see when this is happening and they can tell the person like, "Hey, will you just give that guy a little credit somewhere on the first hole? Like he really needs it."
Imagine you hit your first tee drive with 3 random people and someone's like, "It's the best shot I've ever seen." You'd be like, "Oh my God, I'm only playing with people I don't know.
No,
This is great."
I would assume that this is all at my expense somehow, and it was all set up.
What do you think? There's a hidden camera show at the club?
It's not the Truman Show.
Yeah,
but-
it's real main character energy you got going on here.
no, it's not.
I
It's just like I feel uncomfortable. I'm sorry.
Okay, Pat, I actually have a great. I'm like spoiling the idea, but you almost like force feed it. But you get this person with Tim who's cameraed up for Mayo Media, but Tim doesn't know it, and he's being hyper awkward with Tim the whole time.
It's basically Nathan Fielder plays golf with Cust.
Sounds terrible.
You're also going to be uncomfortable when we go to our golf trip and Artie's just wearing a tank top instead of a golf shirt.
But I expect that.
It'll
I
make you uncomfortable.
I expect Artie to do those sorts of things.
Well, you can meet new people. You met all these people. You can meet new people.
It's just I find
Hey, good crew. And the thing is about the people who play, especially early, like you go in on a Saturday and join a random group at 3 o'clock. Lord knows who you're paired up with. The people that are at the golf course at 7 a.m. are the same people who are there like every morning. They're there just to hit their shots. They don't give a fuck what you're doing.
I just find the older I get, the harder it is to like make acquaintances.
Because you're not even trying.
Well, like I find it hard to muster up the courage for it.
Well, this is the perfect way to do it. You're thrown into the pool.
But I said I'm not because I'd have to throw myself into that pool. I don't want to.
Why? I say I had you signed up for it. You're in. You say all you have to do.
I don't
is
know
walk.
that I would have gone home.
Tim's not in the market for
I don't-
new friends.
I don't know that I would have gone home.
It's good. Listen, it's always good to talk to new people and to meet new people. It's practicing some social skills.
I know, but
I
those are not
agree.
things I'm good at.
Especially
You're
in
very
this
social,
new.
very nice, and you're a great talker. And you play golf quickly, which is the only thing people care about at the golf course.
Tim, no, and it's good because in this world of like being online, you sort of feel like you're getting social interactions, but it's like fake. It's good to get out, touch some grass, talk to people. It's actually very healthy. And like Pat said, especially in golf, like you could meet someone who can help you with something, even if it is with your holdings or anything. Like that's where life happens. To the original question though, if someone just pairs up with me and my buddies, like you're now in our game. You know what I mean?
You're
You
just
can't be
mean-mugging
like
him
a
down the fairway?
hardo about my friend like walking in the line of your 20-footer. You're playing by our rules.
Sure, but I've never played with anyone who's done that ever.
No, I agree. I think most golfers know, like when you have to be a chameleon, like, if someone wants to if I get a vibe, this is a hyper serious, I can wear that coat. If I get a vibe, these are like buddies who are just yucking it up, I can put on that shirt too. But that's just really all that's asked of you.
I'll tell you one thing that makes it awkward. And like, this is not entirely proper golf etiquette, but I'll concede this is something that I don't do a lot. Like when someone hits their ball out of bounds, unless I'm right next to that person, like where my ball is, I've only got so many steps in me. To go across the course
I don't help
and help
anyone
look
the
for a
fucking
random
ball.
I
person's
said this to
ball
Pat, Tim.
is
That's
just
their
not
fucking
something, but etiquette dictates
No,
that if
fuck
you're in
that.
the vicinity,
If I walk by it, I'll
should
help you look.
assist
If it's
them,
out of my way, that's on you.
But I just don't have the steps in me.
I don't help you look for your ball. I'm more concerned about
I
what
have
I'm
a
up
buddy. I have a buddy. He's the best golfer in the group. He carries. and he's always like looking to help. But my buddies know it's been a hot summer. It has been a hot summer. I do not have the steps. If
No.
I'm on the other side of the fair, I need to come help you. I'm sorry, but I need to conserve every step when it says feels like 40 and I'm golfing.
I've got enough to get through, but I don't have a whole lot of auxiliary steps.
I have never played in a situation where I've been pressured to go help someone.
You're not
find
pressured,
No,
but
never
it is a
pressured,
golf
it's
etiquette.
etiquette.
It
It's
is
just
it is an
etiquette.
etiquette
Whatever.
thing.
If I'm walking
Because
by it, I see it, then sure.
But I concede I don't follow through on that etiquette as much as I should, and I do feel
No,
bad
but
about
if
it
you're
because I
in
know
the
I should.
area,
I don't,
if you're-
and don't feel bad about it
Well,
whatsoever.
okay, but it is etiquette, and like it is.
if
one of the
I'm by
unwritten
the
rules.
area,
I
like
don't
my
do it
ball's in play
Yeah.
and yours is like 8 feet, we think yours is 8 feet beside in the shit. Like, oh, go in the
That
shit.
I
and
would
look,
do,
but I'm-
yeah.
Absolutely. I think that's all that's being asked of you here.
Well, like
Yeah.
technically, you're supposed to if it's even somewhat reasonable. You're supposed
If
to
you're
try to-
playing by the Cust etiquette of rules,
It's not
here,
it's not my rules. In fact, I don't
well,
do it
maybe
enough.
if you played with other people, you'd find that no one gives a shit about this stuff.
I don't know if Tim is talking about it because of this, but I believe in the most recent senior major, Padraig Harrington was mad at Roger Maltby, who was part of the TV crew,
Sure.
for not helping him look for a ball.
Because that is etiquette. I mean, but I concede I don't
Yeah,
follow
but
through on
Maltby's
it.
an old man, and he's probably in the spot he needs to be, and he's only got so many steps.
So, like, golf etiquette is really important, and of course, we all should try to follow all the rules. But I admit I fall down on that one.
Very few people follow most of the rules.
Well, I think most people follow.
Hold
most of
on,
the
you
rules.
talking about that's part of the rules?
No, it's part of etiquette. It's a part of the etiquette.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
No, there's
like,
all kinds of unwritten golf rules that you're supposed to do.
I actually did. I think it was the beginning of the year. Had a conversation. I wear these Echo shoes now, Jeff. They're like the
best for
Mhm.
walking. and
they're
comfort,
great for
right?
walking, but like I actually slipped down a hill when I was wearing them the other day because they have no
Oh
grip.
yeah.
They have no grip. They're great for very dry conditions. They are not great in wet conditions. But I was wearing it. I just walked across some guy's line. He's like, how dare you walk on my line? It's like, I'm not wearing fucking spikes, man. Like,
Yeah,
this isn't doing anything. Like,
No.
I don't know.
you're right. I mean, at the same time,
but
had
he-
you thought of it, you probably would have
No,
walked around.
I intentionally walked through his line to get a reaction out of him
Okay.
because I know that my shoes do nothing. But people have this set in their mind, like, hey, this is the etiquette. That's not actually the etiquette. It's the etiquette if you're wearing fucking spikes and ripping up the green when you're walking. in
Yeah, I
front
mean,
of
it's the
it.
same like if you're playing with people where the pin is out. Now, you and I don't usually do this, but we played the other day with people who did take the pin out, which I'm fine with. Whoever finishes the hole first is supposed to put the pin in.
Yeah, you find that usually just whoever takes it out is the one who puts it back.
That depends. Like, I mean, in the before
I
times,
just find
when
it's
it was a
pretty
rule,
random.
I found that I was always taught that whoever finished the hole first had to put the pin back in.
No one has to put it back in.
Well, someone has to put it back.
That's not true. I played a couple holes this year where the pin was not.
That is really bad.
Well, that's
bad.
bad. That's
So clearly, you don't have to put it back in. No one's coming up to it. That's the thing.
You don't have to
Just
take, you
keep
take a
up the
hack
pace.
out of the green either. But
all,
like,
all of this etiquette shit goes out the side the moment you just people want to play faster. That's what they want to
yeah,
do.
but I mean, the etiquette is there for a reason, not just to be stuffy. Like there is a reason this etiquette
Listen,
is there.
you take it out, you put the flag down where people aren't putting,
Yes,
and then whoever's closest to it at the end puts it back.
that's fair. I was taught.
that's really what it is.
I was always taught whoever finished first had to put it back.
so it sounds like you really
because
don't
you
want,
finish the hole, you have time to go to the
I
flag.
understand that, but it feels like it sounds like you think that you're playing from the 1950s.
No, but like late 1990s, early 2000s rules when I was a junior got instantiated in me, and I just remember what I was taught.
but no one is doing this.
I guess. Well, I mean, people
It is-
aren't generally following most of these rules.
Like there are times where I'll be in the hole first, and sure, I'll grab the flag. I might even grab a couple wedges that are lying on the green
Yeah.
just to collect.
Sure.
And then sometimes I just won't. Sometimes I'll literally be like, guys, I actually need to send this shit out, fucking out of here. Like, I don't care. I'm doing what I need to do to get myself through the round.
I mean, I still feel bad if I walk off the green before everyone's finished. I was always taught you're supposed to
Gotta
stick
do it
on
all
around
the
the green.
Sometimes I gotta go check my phone.
I know, but like again, and I don't think it's the end of the world, but it is one of those things you did learn.
It's
you
no-
can't do it on every hole, but if there's like one or two times you want to like bust off, I don't think anyone's holding that to you. But long and short of it is like if you're joining a made group, you just
Play
be
by
a
their rules.
chameleon.
Yeah,
Like,
just play
you
by their rules.
their yeah.
If
That's all.
if you're the only one who wants the pin out and they all like it the pin in, you're playing with the pin in.
Yeah.
It's all right.
And vice versa. Like
and
when we
vice
played the
versa,
other
sure.
day, those people wanted the pin out and they had a strong opinion about it. I was like, you know what? Fine.
Yeah.
I played golf almost all my life with the pin out. I can handle this.
Yeah, it's
But the weird thing in here is like you being afraid of a couple ladies.
I'm not
Tim.
afraid.
You're not
you know what?
afraid
If
either.
it were, you know what? I just don't feel comfortable playing with people I don't know.
But
that's,
like the
that's very
small
clear.
talk is over so quickly.
Like if it's
and
people
then
that
it's
I
just
had
golf.
some sort of tangential
Well,
relationship
they're
with,
members at the same club you are.
I could handle it for like 9 holes. But like by like the 3rd hole, I'd already be thinking about my escape route.
Okay.
You guys gotta
Your
embrace some of this.
escape route? What do you mean?
You need exposure therapy, and then you won't mind it.
I just can't imagine the scenario where I would be happy playing with people I don't know.
In fairness, you're rarely happy when you're playing with us.
I go back. I go back and forth. Feel like I'm getting better.
You are getting better.
Feel like my attitudes are better too.
Your attitude, well, you're hitting the ball better. Your attitude.
I just hate losing the ball. I just hate
the
losing the ball.
notion of getting back in your car at 7 in the morning to go home to watch TV.
Yeah, it was
That's
Friday. I would have gone home
absurd.
and watched the Open. I'd been okay.
Okay, sure, but you know what I mean. That is like I don't know. You're
not a
lucky
quick job.
Pat's there.
No, it's
Sometimes
not.
Pat, there's days where Pat's like, I literally hold Tim's hands more than my like 6-year-old child.
This is correct. My
This
6-year-old
would be one of the days.
My 6-year-old will not hold my hand. Get away from me, Daddy. I'm a big
Yeah.
kid.
Exactly.
I mean, I know my faults. I understand.
But I was able to schmooze it with the lesbians.
Yes, that was lovely that we were able to make it work. That was very much appreciated.
We didn't see they would have slowed us up too. They were not fast.
They were slow.
We beat them
golfers,
by
but
like 6 holes.
we actually played a really fast round of golf.
We did. When you play, that's a great thing about playing in the morning.
Yeah, it was nice.
90% of the time, people out there are just walking to
Anytime
their ball, they're hitting their shot, and they're moving on.
You get in under 4 hours, which we did. I think it was like a 3-hour, 40-minute round. Like you're playing a good pace.
Especially with the walk at our course too.
Yeah, it's demanding at times.
Last thing, I'm going to set you this premise, and I want to see where it goes. And maybe this is something that you can think about for a future one of these. But if we took every basketball, football, baseball, hockey, and soccer player at all time, and you get them at their peak, any player in history, and you said that you had to build 5 separate teams, the best teams you could of each of these sports, and we did a draft for it. So it's not like you take Wayne Gretzky and he has to be on your baseball team too.
Gotcha.
You get Wayne Gretzky for hockey, and you get whoever for whoever. Who is the first pick, and how does that go? Is it all basketball players?
No,
I think it has to be.
no, I don't think so.
What do you think, Jeff? What would be your?
Although there are the fewest amount
That's
of
the
basketball
thing.
players.
You only need 5.
But I also don't know a lot of soccer players.
That's fair.
So I might go soccer because like once you get past like 30 or 40 guys,
Sure, listen,
I'm going to
you
be
can
like,
you can do research on this.
Like
It's not just
callers
like
getting
off the
diked?
top of your head. Who are we
Okay.
taking here?
I agree. You want to
Like,
fill
like
that
Jordan's the number 1 pick,
quite possibly.
basketball.
Yeah, quite
and
possibly.
LeBron's
You
probably
wanna
number
fill
2.
It depends, I guess.
It depends on what you value, but I think that basketball players have to be the first ones to come off the
I think
board.
you make a good case because of the you only have 5 players on the court and there's only 10 people on a team.
Weirdly, because I've talked about this with a few people now, that they're like, well, quarterbacks have to go super highly.
There's a lot of great quarterbacks.
Not only that, I think that the whole key to this draft for building your football team is taking the 5 best offensive linemen and the 4 best defensive linemen, who are not going to go high. And then you can stick fucking Matt Stafford as your quarterback back there.
no,
That doesn't matter.
Wait, how many people are drafting?
Let's say that there's 12.
Yeah, so I'd get the 12th best quarterback all time by taking the quarterback
Okay,
last.
well, let's say there's usually 32 of these. Let's say there's 32 people in this draft. Let's say you got the 32nd best.
32nd best
Now I
quarterback of
don't
all time
know.
is still an excellent quarterback.
Yeah, you get like Josh Allen.
Yeah, like
Behind the best offensive line in history.
yeah, well that's it, right? Like
Like having the best offensive line versus the 32nd best offensive line is a far bigger gap than
Yeah.
Tom Brady down to the 32nd best quarterback.
yeah.
But
no,
like
it's true.
also like what about like the 32nd best like back catcher?
I
That's
see.
pretty good too.
I see. I think that would be like
There's a
super
million-
low on the
a
list.
million good catchers.
Yeah, there's a ton of good catchers.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, like
yeah.
there'd be certain positions that you punt off. Hockey would be the craziest one because I feel like as long as you had a hot goalie, you could basically build any team you wanted.
Yeah, I mean,
But you don't need Gretzky.
no,
you don't need Lemieux.
You could just draft whomever from the 1960s Montreal Canadiens and had that whole team, it'd be fine. They kept winning all the time, you'd be fine at their peak. Yeah, but if I could have like Deacon Jones on my defensive line and like or Reggie White
or an LT,
well, he's a linebacker, but yeah, or Tony Boselli or something at their prime, great. Like, you know, like
then you don't need Peyton Manning.
No, you don't need Peyton Manning then.
Yeah, you get stuck with some loser like
Warren Moon, who's a really good quarterback.
Yeah.
But that's fine, because if I have Warren Moon behind the best offensive line you've ever heard of, I'm going to win more often than Tom Brady with the worst offensive line.
So I think basketball is the most important to draft in this.
Because they're the fewest amount.
The fewest amount, and there's only 5 people on the court at any one time.
That's fair.
Baseball is really tough, because baseball is pretty random too. Like, would you go pitching over hitting? Would you rather have the 5 best pitchers or the 5 best hitters?
There's just so many more good hitters out there in the history of baseball that I think I would go after the pitchers.
Would Ohtani be the first baseball player selected?
No.
Are you sure? Because you would have him as a pitcher and a hitter.
Well, I could have Babe Ruth, who's a pitcher and a hitter, and a good pitcher, and one of the best hitters of all time.
See, that's difficult.
So I'll take Babe Ruth.
You get Babe Ruth at his peak, but he's playing against you, basically.
Well, but whatever. You can't blame that for you.
No, but if we were thinking about
Babe Ruth at his peak would still have been a fantastic hitter. Would he have been a great pitcher? I don't know.
But we know Ohtani's great at both.
He is, but like he's not nearly as good a hitter as Babe Ruth was. Like, so I would roll the dice with that. I think where you're going, 2-way players.
This is such a
Can I have Bo Jackson and play him on both teams?
This is such a mind expletive, and I remember, Pat, you used to be in a fantasy league that involved all these sports, and I could never do it.
Yeah,
It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. Jonah Carey went away somewhere, and the league folded.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. Okay,
he was the one who recruited all of us to play in it.
Oops.
Funny,
know that.
Yeah, funny because we all went to Vegas to do that draft, and I got stuck. I was sitting next to there was a guy in between me and Cousin Sal. It was Cousin Sal's drafting partner. I got to talking to this guy, and we've remained in touch now over the past 10 years or so. Do you know who the guy is, Jeff?
No, lay it on me.
It's Brian Gewirtz, who was the head writer for the WWF.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Rocks, he's the good buddies with, he's the Rock's right-hand man.
He is. It was basically like drafting next to you, except he loved the New York Mets and only wanted to draft New York Mets.
All right. Good times. Dude. Yeah. Good guy to know.
Yeah. Fun dude. And he wanted to keep the league going. But so basketball is the most important here. What would the second most... Jared, you're a soccerman. Would it be worth taking, I don't know, if you had Pele and Messi? I have no idea what positions these guys play. But if you had those two, would that automatically make you the best soccer team? Or do you need to have all 11 guys be awesome?
I think soccer is more about the team.
Like football.
Exactly, yeah. I think if you had 2 good defenders, 2 good midfielders, and 2 good attackers, I think you'd be all right.
Okay. So would it be baseball or hockey? I think you'd have to have an awesome goalie. I think spending on an awesome goalie in hockey would be worth it.
I agree.
But best pitcher? Yeah.
Starting pitcher, yeah.
But are there...
he's a good case.
If you had to take the best pitcher ever, what's the gap there?
Between him and what?
Who is the best... the best pitcher ever in baseball?
No, he's not the best ever. I mean, probably like Walter Johnson.
Who?
Like Walter Johnson from the 1920s.
It wouldn't be Randy Johnson?
It could be Randy Johnson. It could
be Greg Maddox.
I don't think
if you're only taking people at their peak, would it be like Tim Lincecum for 2 years?
That peak was as good as it gets.
Jeremy Lin for 2 weeks in December 2012 is on my team.
I mean, yeah, Valenzuela.
Yeah, but I don't know if I take the 30th best pitcher ever, do I get Roy Halladay? I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but is that... I mean, I don't know if he would be the 30th. But I think Sandy Koufax and Fernando Venezuela are the two whoa. But is Pedro at his peak the best pitcher of all time? I kind of think he is.
I still think Randy Johnson was better. I would have taken Randy Johnson.
See, I think this is
our lives.
This is a fun
Pedro
exercise.
Maddox and Randy. Pedro Maddox, Randy,
and Clemens.
Yeah,
Clemens was every bit as good as that.
Yeah. Does their peak include doing steroids? Because then, Bonds the
best
fit?
It has to. Because it was a part of
So Bonds is the best baseball player ever. Then it's not even close.
Well, it would be it would be close.
Would it?
I mean, he has a bunch of home runs, but not significantly more than for my the best hitter of all time is Tony Gwynn.
But
Tony Gwynn got on base more, scored more
I don't
runs.
think he did get. There was a season where Barry Bonds got on base 67% of the time.
Like Tony Gwynn struck out like a dozen times
That's
in
great.
his life.
That's fantastic. He could hit 400 and not get on base as much as Barry Bonds did.
I don't know. I think the best hitter of our lifetime and anyone's lifetime is going to be Tony Gwynn.
Sure, but Bonds is the better player. He is the more valuable player to have on your team.
I don't know. Maybe he is. If you look at lifetime WAR, maybe he is. But I think I still would rather have Gwynn on my team.
It's interesting. All right.
He's just a great guy. He was always my favorite baseball player growing up.
Didn't we find out that he played on the San Diego State basketball team too?
Oh, that wouldn't surprise me. He had the best hand-eye coordination maybe of all time.
He coached San Diego State baseball after he retired.
Like, people don't talk about him, and he passed away young. He was the best baseball player ever. I loved Tony Gwynn. He was great.
Did he have the best hand-eye coordination of any athlete ever?
Probably. I mean, I'm sure you're going to give someone else.
I don't know. The only person I can think of is Bonds. And they said that HGH actually really helped his vision.
Like, but if you were to tell me that it was actually Pete Rose, I'd believe you. If you told me it was actually like, I don't know, some hitter from the early 1900s, I'd believe you. But
Jeff, what if I threw in an extra sport of WWF Survivor Series team?
That's tough. I don't even know.
I feel like
I'm taking Mean Gene. I want him on my team.
Do you know who Gene Mean is?
Yes, I do know who Mean Gene is.
Do you?
Yes, he was great with his bow tie and his bald head. He was great.
Mm.
He was my favorite character on those shows.
That you watch wrestling,
I like,
and you're like, Mean Gene's my guy.
I liked
That's
him.
my guy.
I liked him. He never got nearly enough cred.
For what?
He was just a great interviewer, and he was in the mix. He was ringside. He was there. He was
not ringside.
He would be interviewing people ringside at times,
There'd be like in the locker room,
or he'd be in the locker room.
ring.
Exactly. He was around.
No, but sometimes the interviews were like in the ring, so that's true.
Yeah, Mean Gene was great.
He was. Can't take that away. I don't know how you draft him in terms of a wrestling team, but
all right. Well, that will do it on this edition of Cust Corner 54. Want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank Jeff, Jared, Dayton, and Paul, and of course, Tim Andercust.
Not my name.
For being in studio today. Custies are coming. Football is coming. Get hyped. Smash the like. Sub to the channel where you're here. And don't be afraid to check out the Cust Corner exclusive feed on Spotify and Apple, or the separate playlist on Mayo Media Network. So sub to that right now, too, as well. Okay? I'm Pat Mayo. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Mayo experience. Experience.